Hi guys, this is the girl Saturi. Welcome to my channel, Flourishing with Hope. I've been contemplating, thinking how to do this thing. So I just figured just get on there and start talking, Saturi. Just start talking. Because fear will cripple you and you will never start. So here I am. Flourishing with Hope with the girl Saturi. Okay. How did I come up with this name? How did I come up with all of this? Start with, funny thing is start with a plant. A few years ago, a customer, when I was working in Jamaica, a customer gave me a plant, a little fern. It's a palm tree. And where I was living at the time, I did not want to bring that plant home or else it will die. So I kept it at the office, water it, and some of the tax office people would know what that about that plant. So I kept watering it, tilling the soil and stuff like that until it was time to transfer the plant. But first, I gave that plant a name. The name of that plant was Hope, which I thought was funny because, the way in which my life was going, hope was something I didn't have. So I guess I named the plant Hope. So time passed now where Hope can't stay in the pot anymore. Hope has to get out of the pot. So I didn't have anywhere to put it. Don't mind my jacket, it's cold. So I decided to give the plant to my then manager, because I didn't have anywhere to put it, because if I bring it home, it will die. So she took it home and she planted it. And she would give me the update from time to time, like, look at Hope. Hope is flourishing. Of course, the plant went through its own struggle. Goat eat it down, everything comes, sunburn it, everything happened. And in Jamaica, as I said, goat mouth, anything that goat mouth touch, it go dead. Well, fortunately, Hope didn't die. Hope kept flourishing, So it was a few years ago, about a year or two ago, my manager took a picture of that plant and said, hey, look at Hope. And Hope was just flourishing, And I'm like, you know what, that plant is somewhat synonymous to my life, And it's interesting that I named it Hope. And the person that I gave it to, her name meant hope. And I wasn't even realizing that. Because her name was Nadine. I have two of the Nadines. And Nadine means hope. And I got a plant and I named the plant Hope. And I gave hope away so that Hope could have a fighting chance. And it's funny how sometimes you have to give something away for it to flourish, because my situation, it couldn't flourish, it would have died, and now Hope is flourishing. So I'm saying that plant represent me I didn't even notice at the time, but looking back now, it does. Because there were times when you think Hope died, but Hope wasn't dead. Even when the goat eat it and sunburn it and whatever, life was still there, hope was still alive, And I think that story is a beautiful story, and they are always telling me to write a book about my life, and I haven't grown the confidence to write it yet. I'm making jottings. I'm still stuck at jottings. So guys, I'm gonna do it, But Flourishing with Hope, that's how the name came about. Flourishing with Hope is that plant, it's all based on a palm tree. And palm tree has some biblical meanings as well, and I did not know that, but that plant somehow have me researching a lot of things, what a palm tree means, what palm tree the symbolic meaning of a palm tree. And I just think it was so interesting. So here I am, ready to start this journey, And I hope you guys will come on the journey with me. And even though the channel name's Flourishing with Hope, it doesn't mean everything is all sunshine and smiles. No. It means that when you're flourishing, you're still gonna encounter challenges, and you just have to roll with the punches, because for a plant to flourish, you have to prune, and you have to cut, and you have to dig up some dirt, some soil, and it's not so favorable. And when you're in the pruning process, it might hurt, get uncomfortable. But look at Hope flourishing. Hope is so radiant right now and looking beautiful. You would have never known that goat had eaten it. You wouldn't have known all the struggles that it went through, but Hope is still flourishing. And that's the same thing with life. I've been through some uncomfortable situations, but it didn't kill me. I'm not perfect. I've been pruned, I've been dug up, I've been put in some uncomfortable situations, and I've learned to navigate and still learning to navigate my way through those uncomfortable situations. So stick with me on this journey and see how it turns out. Come on along with me. Life. I was looking back through my diary. Good old diary. And it had, this was dated back in February 10, 2021. And it says, run your race. Run the race set before you. A sprinter wasn't designed to run a marathon, and a marathon runner wasn't designed to run a dash or a sprint. And that resonates, with me. Each one of us must live our reality, so to speak. Stop comparing yourself to others, and vice versa. Sometimes we get up and things not going the way we want it to go, and then we caught up in comparison. Jonathan Reynolds sing a song that says comparison kills, and we have to be careful with that comparison thing, because if you're in a mind shop, you get caught up. If you're not careful, you'll get caught up comparing yourself to others, when in truth and in fact, all we have to do is just live your reality, because it's frustrating when you get caught up in comparing your achievement, your accomplishments, your lifestyle to other people, because then you're always going to feel less than, like you don't measure up, and you feel like a failure, when in truth and in fact, you're not a failure, So be careful of that comparison thing, because we just have to run the race set before us. Don't try to live another man's life. Just live your reality. Even if you're caught up in the middle of difficulty, try to navigate that difficulty based on your reality, because it's not a one size fits all life that we're in, Live your reality, and whatever works for you works for you. Just live. And don't frustrate yourself trying to do it like another man does. Sometimes, yes, how somebody else does something, it can help you. It can give you pointers, and you can take some minuses away from it, and it works. But run the race set before you. Live your reality. Of course, with God in front of it. Put God first, and just live your reality. And things will work out. It will. Run your race. finish well. I think who said that? Kevin Downswell? Finish well. And I think it was Jonathan Reynolds that says comparison kills. And it's true. You know, comparison really kills. Stop comparing. All right. Peace out.